money sums. The first thing I want you to do is get out your busy book. I want you to make your cats in your margins, write the date, and then the heading is going to be Activity 1. Then you are going to write down these sums in your book. Calculate the costs. How much change do I get? So these are all the things that are for sale at a shop. Okay, let's go through them. You can get 2 sweets for R1, or you could get a doll for R2. You could get lollipops for R2. Another doll, a different doll for R3. A juice box for R3. And a kite for R4. Remember in our last video I showed you how to write the rands with a R in the front and the number in the tummy line of the cat. Let's start with our first sum. First one, Adrian pays with R10. Okay, so we know he has R10. He's buying these items with his R10 note. He's buying the toffees and he's buying the kite. So the toffees, we go back up top. What did the toffees cost? R1. So I'm going to write R1. R1 plus he bought the kite. How much is the kite? R4. So R4. Now you don't have this worksheet, so that's why you're just going to write these numbers into your busy book. So in the first line you would now write R1 plus R4, and then we're going to write the answer. Now that's a nice easy sum. It's 1 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you count how many you have. Yes, you have 5. Good. Then in the same line, you're just going to write 5. So that's what you're writing in your first line. It's the toffees plus the kite is equal to R5. Now we need to work out the difference. That means the change. Calculate the difference. That means he is paying with R10, but he's only buying toys and sweets for R5. So we need to work out how much change he will get at this tuck shop. So that's where we do the next sum. So now in your next line, we're going to do this. We start with the biggest number. So out of the 5 and the 10, we start with the biggest number because it's a minus. Yes, he's paying with R10. Okay, and you're taking away the R5 that he's spending at the tuck shop. Now we have to see how much change he will get back. 10 minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much am I left with? Remember, minus means take away. So I took away the 5. How much change is he going to give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to give me R5 change. Good. Now this one says Adrian gets, and we would just say R5 change, but you don't have to write that part in your book. So you're only going to write this, 1 plus 4 equals 5, and then R10 minus the R5 leaves you with R5 change. I'm going to do one more with you, and the other two you're going to try by yourself. Okay, he has lollipops. He wants to buy lollipops and he wants to buy sweets. Lollipops and sweets. Let's have a look what that would be. The lollipops were R2. So you'd write this in your next cat. 2 rand plus the toffees were 1 rand. And the sweets were 1 rand. And then you're going to work out what your answer is over there. Okay, how much money is he spending at the tuck shop? He's spending 2 rand on lollipops, 1 rand on sweets. What is the answer? 2 plus 1. And you write it in there. Then on your next line, we need to now calculate the difference again. We need to calculate the change. How much change will Jason get? Jason pays with 10 rand again. So what do we start with? We always start with the biggest one, which is the 10 rand. So in your new line, you're going to write 10 rand. And then you're going to minus the answer that you had here. You're going to minus it there. And that would give you the change. Then you work out that sum. You say 10 rand minus that number. Use your blocks or your fingers, whatever helps you to get the answer, and you write the answer there. Okay, let's look at the next one. Erica pays with 10 rand. So this time it's Erica going shopping. She wants to buy this doll with the dark hair, and she wants to buy lollipops. So let's go and look what the doll would cost. The doll with the dark hair is 3 rand. So you'd write down your 3 rand in your next line. Plus, what else does she want to buy? The lollipops. Let's go and have a look. Lollipops cost 2 rand. So we write 2 rand. Remember, I'm always putting the r in the front because that's telling me it's rand. 2 rand, 3 rand. Okay, on your fingers, quickly work out what 3 rand plus 2 rand is. You write the answer there. And then again, we need to work out the change. What money will she get back from the shop? She's giving them 10 rand. She's buying these things for how much? Yes, now we need to work it out. Okay, it's a minus because we're taking away the money that she's spending to see what she's getting left. And the last one for today, Chanel pays with 10 rand. Again, she only has 10 rand. What is she buying? The doll with the light hair. Okay, so let's see what the doll costs. 2 rand, good. So we write in our 2 rand over here. Remember, you write it in your next line on your busy book. Nice and neat in the lines. Plus, what else is she buying? Is Chanel buying anything else? No, she's not. So what would that mean? Plus what? 0. Yes, plus 0. Plus 0 rand. Because she only wants the doll. She doesn't want anything else. She only wants the doll. So just pause the video each time so that you can do the work in your busy book. That's all for today.